Disney as a whole is known for making great animated movies. Whether it's through their own studio or through Pixar, they are literally legendary in terms of trying all sorts of things to do stories in bigger and better ways, and they've succeeded a lot more than they have failed, which is part of the reason why Disney is so famous and so valuable as a creator. But one of the best parts about them, though, is the fact that they are able to go and make plot twists that are truly shocking in one way or another. So allow us to show you Disney plot point twists you didn't see coming. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel.
Just a reminder about our new giveaway. We're giving away the new iPad Pro or the new iMac Pro. The choice is yours. All you have to do is watch the full video, leave a like, comment the keyword hidden in the video, and make sure you're subscribed. It's that simple.
Number 9. The truth about Coda's mother.
Fell off a glacier? I've never seen anything like that.
Brother Bear in many ways is an underappreciated Disney film. It's about a man whose mistake leads to the death of his brother, and in anger, he kills the bear that took his life. This in turn led himself to being turned into a bear in order to teach him a lesson, though he didn't know what at the time. Later on in the film, he meets a young bear named Coda, who he helps to take a great bear gathering because he's looking for his mother. But when they arrive, Coda's mother isn't there. The man, Kenai, now fully understanding bear language, realizes the truth. The bear he killed was Coda's mother. Kenai telling Coda this truth was heartbreaking, and you almost had to wonder what was going to happen next, because that was the truth and lesson that they had to learn. Every death affects someone. Number 8. Miguel's great-great-grandfather.
I have a great-great-grandson!
Coco is a Pixar film that you either love or you just love to hate. It's one of those odd ones that for whatever reason is very divisive. We liked it for the record, mainly because it was a beautiful blending of Dia de los Muertos, the power of music, and of course, the importance of family and remembering them when they are gone. For young Miguel, he lived his life wanting to be a musician, but his family forbade it because of the actions of his great-great-grandfather, whom he believed to be a very famous musician named Ernesto de la Cruz. So after inadvertently traveling to the land of the dead, Miguel seeks out Ernesto to get his blessing to come back to life, which was great when we met Ernesto and he seemed fine with it, until we learned the truth. Because on his journey, Miguel meets Hector, who used to play with Hector and died suddenly. Turns out, Hector was the genius behind Ernesto's songs, but wanted to be with his family more than playing music. Ernesto killed Hector and took his songs, thus making it so Hector couldn't return home to his family and making him think he abandoned them. Okay, that's dark. Number 7. Months.
I found sand!
Don't you worry, Ellie. We'll get our house over there.
Most people remember Pixar's Up for being the opening sequence, which arguably is one of the saddest things in all of animation history. But what many forget is the twist that is lying in wait for them once we reach the climax. You see, Carl and his unwitting passenger Russell are on a mission to a place called Paradise Falls, so Carl can honor his wife Ellie, who passed away. He did this because of the adventurer Charles Muntz, Carl's childhood hero who once claimed to have found a new species of bird and was exiled after the scientists felt that it was fake. Carl and Russell ironically find the bird on the way to Paradise Falls, which they also find is Muntz, who is still there after decades in order to try and find the bird that Russell has named Kevin. The twist here isn't that Muntz is alive, but rather that he became so obsessed with finding Kevin the bird that he was willing to kill anyone who came to Paradise Falls just because he suspected they were trying to get the bird before him, showing just how bad an obsession can make a person. Number 6. Meg.
What's happening?
Hercules is an all-time classic Disney film and one of the few that honestly plays on established mythology, in this case, Greek mythology. What really nailed the twist in this version of the Trials of Hercules was the role of Megara. Friends call her Meg. When Hercules meets her, she's in trouble and he saves her. But in truth, she wasn't supposed to be in trouble at all because she was working for Hades the whole time. She sold her soul for love and it backfired, and now she was Hades' servant for lack of a better term. As a result, she's forced to try and find Hercules' weakness, but he doesn't have one, save for her. So after so many twists about Meg, she risks her own life to save Hercules after he's been depowered. She dies, but he goes into the underworld to save her and becomes a god in the process. But with one final twist, he then gives it all up to be with her. Number 5. Earth's future.
Oh, Lord, Hades,
so let's hover over to the driving range and hit a few virtual balls in space.
Nah, we did that yesterday.
Many people love WALL-E because of the unique way Pixar told the story, including having virtually no dialogue for the first third of the film until we meet the humans on the space colony. But throughout all of this, we had to wonder what really happened on Earth. As we would find out, WALL-E was built as part of a failsafe program after Earth had been so polluted and trashed that humanity couldn't survive there anymore. There was twist enough, especially since WALL-E was basically preserving the Earth as best he could until life could grow there again. But the next twist was that the AI companions on the space colony, Geo4 and Otto, were intentionally trying to make it so that humanity wouldn't be able to return home because they felt their order stated Earth was inhabitable forever. This led to many hijinks and an epic space dance before humanity fought back and tried to live on Earth once again. Number 4, cutting the hair.
We are going where no one will ever find you again.
In Tangled, we get a very Disney-style adventure featuring the girl with the luscious and long locks in Rapunzel, who in this story has the power to restore life with her hair and song, which her mother capitalizes on and keeps her trapped in a tower as a result. After meeting the thief Eugene, the two go on a fun adventure that leads to the revelation, to Flynn anyway, that she's the lost princess of the kingdom. But after Rapunzel's mother does everything to break up the two and get her back, Eugene realizes that Rapunzel will never be safe as long as she has her magic hair. So even though he's dying, he cuts it off, securing his death and Rapunzel's mother's. Well, that is until Disney Magic brings him back, but hey, we have to have that happy ending. Number 3, King Candy.
Why are you going into the law?
Wreck-It Ralph and its sequel were two surprisingly epic Disney movies that perfectly capitalized on the video game genres and brought a lot of heart, fun, and epic action to the film. Especially with its atypical premise of a video game villain not wanting to be a villain anymore because he's tired of being the bad guy. His journey leads him to the land of Sugar Rush, where he meets the rogue racer Vanellope von Schweetz. The two form a bond to try and get her back in the game that she was born into, but the corruptive influence of King Candy almost ruins their friendship. And the biggest movie twist though, King Candy is revealed to be the infamous video game character Turbo, who ruined video games because he wasn't getting enough attention, and reprogrammed Sugar Rush so that he could be the star character and that Vanellope would be seen as an outcast and not her true role as a princess. No one saw that coming, and in the end, King Candy got his final game over screen. Number 2, the villain of Zootopia.
90% of the population united against a common enemy.
Zootopia may be a tricky film to talk about due to its constant presence in court, but when it arrived, it dared to push the boundaries of what it meant to be a good person/animal and a bad one, or in this case, a predator and the prey. Throughout the film, animals were turning rabid for no reason, and it's up to new cop Judy to try and solve the mystery. But by the end, the usual suspects weren't the bad guys. Her ally was in Dawn Bellwether, who was using her meek presence to fool everyone into thinking the predators were going feral so she could take over. Talk about a black sheep, right? Number 1, Hans is evil. Frozen is one of those instant classic Disney films that you can enjoy no matter your age, and regardless of your age, you likely wouldn't have seen the major twist in regards to Prince Hans. When him and Anna are introduced to be potentially a couple, you couldn't wait to see them finally tie the knot, even with a love triangle brewing. But even with that, no one saw that Hans was evil the whole time, and was trying to use Anna and even Elsa to get their kingdom for himself, even leaving Anna to die in a truly, forgive the pun, chilling moment. So what do you think? What do you think of this look at Disney movies that had some surprising twists along the way? Which of these do you remember being shocked by when you saw them in theaters? Which ones do you remember watching and thinking you saw them coming but didn't? Do you know any other famous Disney twists that should be on this list? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the channel.
Just a reminder about our new giveaway. We're giving away the new iPad Pro or the new iMac Pro. The choice is yours. All you have to do is watch the full video, leave a like, comment the keyword hidden in the video, and make sure you're subscribed. It's that simple.